go. So just find your feet. Hello, yeah, put it under the, perfect. Find your feet, have the feet parallel and shoulder width apart. And just float up with the head. So when's St George's Day? Tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Is it? Okay. Relax the shoulders. Oh, that's good. Relax the shoulders, and we're just going to breathe in and breathe out. So you're going to come on Zoom next week? Is that right? Okay. So I'll get in early, and what I'll do is I'll put the room. I'll have to get in early because of setting up the room. And what I'll do is, as soon as I've cleared everything, I'll switch the Zoom straight on. Right. So we could go through the form again, if that helps. Right. So, and then what I've been doing is maybe having like a 22, having an extra bit if anyone wants to do an extra bit. So nice and tall. So we're feeling the ground under the feet. Just tune into the feet, and while you're breathing in and out, really focus on the feet. I hope they sorted out that tree that was going to fall at them. It got sorted. What happened about it?
They took it down.
Good. They took it down
the very next day.
Before it fell down on their house.
For insurance.
Very, very good.
It was all sorted very rapidly.
Very good. Well, that's marvellous. So we're just doing this. Hi, just pop it on the. Thank you. Just find some space. So we're nice and relaxed, and the knees are slightly bent. And we're just breathing. It's much warmer in here than it is out there, isn't it?
Yes.
Really nice. It's been great. So just gently breathe in, gently breathe out.
I've got to leave early today, so I'll be surprised by the speed.
Yeah, that's fine. So I've paid one of the deposits for training with Grandmaster Chen Xiaowang. I've just got the other one to pay now. Keep breathing. Very good. So just tune into the spine, so the head floats and the hips and the rest of the body sink down. So you get this nice, long, lengthened feel through the spine. Just keep turning the waist. Keep turning the waist. That's it. And then we open the arms. Open the palms of the hands. That's great. Great. Bounce. So we'll do a bounce where you're moving your weight a bit. So we're just exploring. So we're finding a spot on a foot that you can just allow your weight to settle through. So find yourself a spot, bounce through that spot, and then noticing you can really go quite forward, or you can go into the focus on a bit, or you can move around. So you just really murders your legs. It's great. Really, really good. So we're all breathing. So you can feel it really strengthening. Okay, marvellous. Right. And very gentle shaking. And there we go. Up. So avoid the flags. Up. So I've just avoided the flags, that's good.
Clean camera.
And yeah, I didn't bring the flags down. They're always doing something, isn't it? So there's like, because they had the Valentine's Day, they had the Easter eggs, and then they had the St Patrick, and we got St George. So we come up. Oh, that's so good. And we'll do one more. So get it nice and long first. And stretch up. And fantastic. Right. Just very gently tune into the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Marvellous. And then we go like this. 1, 2, 3. The same side. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I like your shoelaces, they're brilliant. 5.
Yeah, they're bright.
Really good. I want shoelaces like that if I had shoelaces. 6.
I think they light up in the dark.
So you have them all off.
8.
I didn't, wasn't at the,
Oh, that's great.
I wasn't in London.
So what we can do, there's that one that's quite complicated. I've worked out a simplified version of it. So you just do the outside first, and then you do it inside. So I just go like this, just that. From there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we do the inside one. So 1, 2,
That's close.
3,
Ouch.
Yeah,
4,
it's a long way to your feet.
5, 6, 7,
Oh,
It'll get there.
8. So that's the simplified version. There's a more complicated version, but let's just do that for a few weeks.
Harder.
You reckon it's
On your
harder
legs.
than
On your
going
legs.
down?
Yeah.
That's really.
That's the full version.
Yeah, no, I think that.
This move is quite challenging.
Unless it's because I was doing Tai Chi this morning as well.
Yeah, I think it's probably because you were doing Tai Chi this morning as well, and we didn't do it.
No, we didn't.
No, we really went to town on taking it completely easy and doing nice things for we had an extra long tea break. Fantastic, yeah, really, really good. So, highly approved, highly approved. We like tea breaks, so let's do this one. We'll just do little circles.
And it was exceptionally cold.
It was so
Oh,
cold.
yeah.
Well, that's why we had to be very
Extra cup of tea, so
extra. Yeah. Well, we ended up we shut all the curtains, didn't we, for the people that were coming next, and made sure the radiators were on a little bit. So whoever gets the room next has got it nice. Yeah. Not like what we had.
No.
See, it's nice and warm in here. We're like,
Yeah, it's nice.
it's a bit bitter out there. So
I
we
think
just-
it was colder than it's ever been before. Yeah, I think.
I've never known it this cold at this time of year.
No,
Yeah.
that's right.
It's a wind chill, isn't it? as
Yeah,
well?
it was very cold.
Because it did say it was 9 degrees, but no.
It felt colder than
It
9.
felt-
Not with the wind, it doesn't.
And then round the other direction,
Doesn't wind chill take 5 degrees degrees.
Something like that, or it depends on the wind chill factor.
Yeah.
That will be however.
Yeah. Back to 5.
So sink the hips. That's it. Fantastic. Okay. Let's do bird folds its wings, tiny version. So you're rotating the shoulders.
Music's voice.
Yeah, that's my friend Julia.
Oh.
Yeah. We've not actually met. We're sort of email and YouTube friends. And I've basically, every time she does a new video, I try it out on my Tai Chi class. Everyone likes it, so I say, everyone likes you, but you know, and she's very good, but she's been. I'm going to invite her to my Zoom classes, because it's an hour later in Germany, so. But she seems very peaceful, but she had a few health things going on, so I thought, oh, well, she better come to Tai Chi then. That's brilliant for health things. So, I will do bird folds its wings, so like this, and then like this. So I was in London yesterday, loads of pigeons everywhere. Yeah, loads of pigeons, even more so than at Burwell. I mean, Burwell is full of pigeons, you know. Yeah, so this is like a pigeon. I'm sure I've seen pigeons.
You were running a marathon,
There was no, I wasn't. I was playing in a concert. I was in a new quartet.
Did you win?
I don't know. No, I don't know who won. Does anyone know? I think they won a record, didn't they? Didn't they win a record? Yeah, I thought that was very impressive. And the traffic was awful, and normally on a Sunday it's really calm. And I was looking around and thinking, what on earth is? Because obviously I didn't know anything about it, because you know. And then I saw these very sweaty-looking people with medals on, and I went, it's the London Marathon. That's why all the roads are shut. So that explained it. And very with medals and foil blankets around them. And then I thought, and I worked out that it must have been the London Marathon. So I was very pleased with that bit of deductive reasoning. So now we do this turtle comes out of its shell.
Usually the cue is when a Rubik cube runs past you.
Well, there was someone with a fridge, wasn't there? Or was it a washing machine? It was a fridge. Oh, he had to kneel down with a fridge on his back.
Yeah.
Did she say yes?
I believe so.
Well, she ought to, really, after all that effort.
I think she did.
That would have been horrible if she had. No, I don't. Why not? You're wearing a fridge. Yeah.
Cold shoulder.
Yeah. Sorry?
I think that's one who had many t-shirts on as well.
Oh.
We just kept taking them off.
Must have sweltered.
Yeah.
When they collect all the clothing at the end, because people just put on their old rubbish
Stuff on.
gardening clothes and discard it as they run, there's enough to sort of run about 20 charity shops.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's handy. That's handy.
I heard a couple of people from EastEnders did it.
Oh, okay.
In character.
Oh, fantastic. That must have been exhausting.
Yeah, very.
Well, I suppose if they're being filmed, then it could go in the next episode, couldn't it?
Might make it up somewhere. I'm sure they'll be able to.
But that's
write it
London
in somewhere.
Marathon. They should want to be able to. They do lots of things on that
It's
show.
going to be poured to there.
Like that.
Yeah.
And then we go back.
They never do normal things on those programmes, though, do they?
No. I don't really watch any of that stuff.
No. That's it. Not worth watching. When you do it,
You never see them just doing a bit of, fun shopping.
Laundry.
yeah, that as well.
Unless it's the laundrette.
I'm afraid there's too much misery in the world without watching it.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
watch it. I'd rather watch something cheerful.
Yeah.
All a bit of both.
Yeah.
Can be entertaining.
And one more time, Marvellous. So that was at least 10 goals we saved, wasn't it? So, okay.
Yeah, have anybody seen that new advert with the dog? with the Yorkshire there, while they're all saying, good luck, Dougie, and this is the hot runner. What on earth is it?
Oh, this
The
one.
female and then puppies, and there's golden retrievers and these beautiful puppies in the end.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually it's gorgeous, but stupid. But
So what we do is make a slight angle and then we bounce forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And then we go upright. And check you've got a nice balanced posture. And then rotate so that the toes and the knees point forward and you're upright, and then we do a little one. 1, 2, 3, and we only do 8. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. There we go. Shake
that's
it.
the
1,
one, isn't it?
2, 3. It's plenty, isn't it? Yeah. Eva does it a lot more, but I like my students to come back.
And to walk back as
So we'll do that the other side. So I step forward with the other foot. So you want to make sure you've placed your feet so you're nice and stable, so you're on a rectangle. Then lean forward slightly, and then we just bounce forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Show from the side view, 6. So there's an angle. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Then upright, rotate so that the toes and the knees point forwards. And you're nice and upright. And you go down and up, but not too far down. We're just doing it a little way. 3, stay upright. 4, 5, really works your legs, doesn't it? 6, 7, and once more with feeling. 8. Marvellous. Now put it down. Oh, shake. 1, 2, 3. Aren't you glad when it stops? 5, 6, 7 and 8. So I'm just going to demonstrate. Do not join in because it's too much, but just see where we're aiming towards getting. So you do 8 baby ones. And maybe another 8 baby ones, just to kind of, and that's plenty. That will still do very good things to your legs. But what you want to do is be able to do the big one, so you can see your toes in the front, and then you go all the way down and all the way up, like that. I'll just do 3. So I usually do 8, and it's quite tricky keeping upright. Just show from the side. So I do a nice big one, but I take time to put my legs in the right spots. So I'm not rushing, because if you rush, you get the wibbly wobblies, and then it's not worth it. So you go all the way down and all the way up, and you're lengthening through the spine. And that's what you want to aim towards being able to do. So, and you want to do 8 of those. So Eva says you do 3 reps of 8 for each. And it's like, no, I just do 1 at the moment. I maybe 2, and you can use. If I just borrow this chair, a good way of hedging your bets is to have a chair, and then the leg that you're on toes, that's on the outside. So this leg is on the inside, and then that's much easier to do with a balance aid. Then you're not having to worry about the wobbles. And then you do that. So another way of doing this exercise, and it's perfectly legit, is to have a chair, and it just takes the edge off, if nothing else. So I'll put this back. But it's worth doing because it's useful having legs that work, and a good, yeah. Okay, have one foot slightly forward, And we'll do our bit of massage. Ready? Either side, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Above and below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tap around. Hopefully the marathon runners should have done this. And then rub the leg. Marvellous. And then change sides. Breathing in and out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Above and below. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then rubbing. And then have a little shake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a slightly wider stance. Get to your bounce, and we're just gonna swing the arm. That's it. Just get those. It's very useful. So we're still sticking with the first 9 of the second Shibashi set. Or Shibasha. I'm really sorry about my Mandarin's terrible, but look it up and it will say it properly, and practice that, and then come back and tell me how to pronounce it properly, because I've known it for years. I've known it as Shibashi set, but that's how the Westerners pronounce it. That's not how the Chinese people pronounce it. They just laugh at you. So it's spelled S-H-I-B-A-S-H-I, Shibashi, but it's pronounced probably Shibasha or something like that.
We do that all the time with any language.
We mess it up,
Yeah,
don't
we say it as we see
We
it.
say it as we
Yeah.
know how we pronounce it, and that's not how they do it. So, but what can
I
you
had some Spanish that said, oh, I like a paella, and they just roared. Because it's not paella,
Oh,
it's paella.
paella. Oh, of course, because it's a double L.
Yeah.
Say it after the high, like me ammo.
Yeah, like Miyamo. Yeah, my own is. Yeah.
But they just
I
laughed
never
at me. I
thought
said,
that.
well, we all say that.
Yeah.
Because we just say what we see.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So, any questions on the? All right, let's do a little bit of this, and then we'll get on with the sets. Well, it's half a set really, because we're just getting it just so, getting a bit more familiar with it, and then maybe next week we can do the second half, which would be good. We'll just see. It's a very good set, the second Shibashi set. Okay. Movement number 1. Yeah, we'll do it again. That's fine. Oh, good. One more time, just open the room, just floats up and comes down. And rotating the palms, you come up, breathe in. Breathe out. Fantastic. Wind blows the willows. Step forward with one foot. Transfer the weight. Rotate. Palm turns up. Sink back. So we do 3 swings each side. Really relax the shoulders. Really relax the shoulders. Just breathing in. Breathe out. Change sides. So soften the arms, sing the body. You can lift the toes if you want. That's the normal version. So you can forward. Come back. One more time, come forward. And then come back. Nice. And then bring the hands down. Golden needles at the bottom of the seabed, so you come at the bottom of the ocean, you breathe in. Point the golden needles, so your weight is in the back foot. Come up, in the middle, so the weight's in this foot, and this is an empty leg. Just lean, slightly. Come up. So keep the weight back. Keep the weight back. That's nice. Bless you. Up. Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? The pollen count is really high. And then we'll better do one more round, one more time each side for the final round. Yeah, this is looking good actually so far. Now get into a slightly wider than Wu Chi stance, maybe like a small horse stance. You don't have to go into a big deep horse stance. And then start here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's kind of like a funny cloud house. Breathe in. Are you passing it round? I hope not. Breathe out. So look at the hands. Palms out. Breathe in. Fingers to the side. Turn. Palm out. Fingers to the side. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's catching. So. So we've got, it's that one, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Fairy, yeah. Immortal fairy points the way. Immortal fairy points the way. So that was fisherman cast the net. So it's different to wave hands like clouds because the palms, if I come closer to the camera for people watching at home, hello people watching at home, the palms are out, pointing outwards, forwards, and the fingers point to the sides, like this, and then you turn, and then you do the same thing. You just check, are these pointing forwards, are these pointing to the sides? And then the other thing is you want to keep the shoulders down. You want to keep the shoulders down and not kind of, you want to be, and then it's a bit, make it as easy as possible for yourself. by doing it correctly. Very good. So you want to, and it's all in the weight shift as well. So you transfer the weight and then you turn. You transfer the weight and then you turn. And if you're doing it in a chair, it's the same kind of thing. It's just that it's a bit more compact in the chair. It's a bit more compact. Let's do a few more of these because we were having a bit of a. That's better. So, okay, some of you are doing wave hands like clouds. It isn't. It's fisherman cast the net. So look at where my hands are. Yeah. So they stay there. Look. See? Then when you get past the middle, it just swaps round to here. Then it's like you're moving something across. So you want the fingers pointing out. Fingers point to the side. Fingers, these things. Fingers. Point to the side. Pay attention. Fingers point to the side. To the side. Both in the same direction to the side. That's it. Now you come across. Now you turn. So make sure all the fingers are pointing in the same direction. That's it. And then you can see it's a lot trickier than you'd think, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. What you want to do is you want to relax the shoulders. Let the shoulders go down. And then bend that arm. That's it. Bend it a bit more. That's it. So that's bent and that's a little bit. There you go. Look, see? And you want the shoulder down. You want the shoulder down. Great. See you on Zoom next week. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. What we'll do is spend a bit longer on this one and then we'll let it percolate for a week. Okay. So another way into this is to just do one arm. Have a look. So I breathe in. I breathe out. Breathe in. Bye. Thanks for setting up, but breathe out. So there is a bit, when you've brought the hand across, there is a bit where it goes doink, and then it goes in the other direction. So shoulder height, waist, leg height, sort of waist, yeah, about waist height. Shoulder height. So imagine you're pushing something with your wrist or out the way. Clearing something with your hand. So, right, try the other hand. So it comes across. So lead with the hand, that's it. And then the hand, so like this. Point the fingers to the side, then turn at the last minute. Fingers point to the side. And down, fingers are still pointing to the side. Now so bend that wrist, and then turn. So you're turning here with the elbow, so you get a stretch here, and then you release the stretch. Okay, now sneak the other hand and see if that's any. That's much better, yeah. Yeah, it's starting to make more sense, isn't it? If you do something like 1 billion times, it just helps. In Tai Chi, there's a lot of repetition, and it's. Fantastic. Okay. Nice. Yeah. So a lot more complicated. So, any more questions on that? We'll let it cook for another week and see. Hopefully it'll be all right next week. Okay. So I mean, another way around it is to do the second half, and then what will happen is miraculously you'll come back to the first half at some point, and then it will work better. I don't know why that happens, it just does.
Muscle.
I'm going to open the window over there and open the window a smidge there. I think that will be good because they've really whacked the heating up in this place. And we've all been concentrating and we don't want to overheat. But just a tiny, tiny bit. That's better. That's better. I'll just open that a smidge and then if anyone wants any air, it's over there. Yeah, have some water because we've been thinking. Like, quick water break. It's nice to have a bit of a break when you've been doing complicated things. So, yeah, sometimes I find if there's something I'm finding tricky, I'll do something else and then come back to it at another point. Any questions while we've stopped for a bit? So we were just having a brain break. It's good to have those when we've been concentrating. You can get a little bit, ooh. So if you just, oh, that's better. It's much better, yes. So let's do. Yeah. Immortal Fairy points the way. I just love the name. Demonstration. So just watch. So this is what. So there's a circular thing. So the circular thing is actually in my feet. I'm moving. See the weight's moving in my feet. So I go into my left foot, go into the right foot. So this is if I was just doing that movement. Left foot, right foot. But that's not all we do. So it goes left foot, and then Immortal Fairy points away. Then you stay upright. Now if you want, you can go down. If you're feeling enthusiastic and a bit reckless, you can go all the way down into a full squat. But that gets very character building very fast. And you know, you can do that. I've seen them do it all the way down. You just think, show off. But you can just be more refined and tasteful, yeah. So we're doing, you know, but you want to be very tall when you're doing this, and it's very smooth and soft and quite kind of reposed in a way. You're just. Yeah, so it's like this, and then you point away, it's over there, and then you come around in a circle, step the foot behind, and it's that way. Marvellous. Oh, we're just breathing in and out. It's quite a tricky one for balance, isn't it? Yeah. If you don't want to bring your foot behind, just bring the foot next to the other foot in cat stance, and that's just as good. Just for now. So if you're finding it difficult, if you've got especially if you've had a new hip put in, that's probably about as much as you're going to get. Actually, quite frankly, you don't have to go all the way down there. You don't have to go all the way down if you don't want. It's fine. So let's just. And it's not temping bowling, so one more time. Marvellous, right. That'll do for that one. Yeah. Any questions on the Immortal and Wise Fairy? No? No. Fair enough. Terrible. So, yeah. Now we've got the urchin next.
That sounds good.
The urchin, mischievous urchin, stretches his legs. Now, if you're having some balancy things, you might wish, I'll show you how to do it when you're doing it with a chair. You can either do it sitting in the chair, do it sitting in the chair, which is perfectly legit and totally valid. So if you're doing it in the chair, I'll just show you how that goes. You come up, swing, up, down, and you have your. That might be better for some of you that are working on improving their balance. You wanna. That's still hard work.
Yeah.
That's still horrible. And then there's this one where you actually do it out either side of the chair. So you come up, kick, up, down, up, kick, up, down. So you do it out to the diagonals. So it means you can hold on to the chair and not have to worry about balancing. I'll just leave that over there if anyone wants to use the balance aid version. Then the full version without anything. So there we've got some options for the standing up version. You can just go do it small. Just do it like that. So it's not too much strain on the balance or on the legs. The full version is a lot bigger. It comes up, you push out, it comes up again, you go down. So you want to sink into that. So what you want to do is lift the knee, do not lift your hip. If you lift your hip up, you'll lose your balance really well. So avoid that. Keep your hip down. Keep your hip down. So it's just the knee coming up. Just the knee coming up, nothing else. So you want to sink. And marvellous, that's great. So by not lifting the hip, this is what you want to avoid doing. That's lifting your hip up. That's why you fall over. You keep it down. So this stays down. See? And then, yeah. It's biomechanics. If you do, like, you want to avoid the banana skin. Avoid the banana skin. No. Down. Down, it swings. So the knee can go up, but the hip stays down. The hip stays down. The hip stays level.
Yeah.
Want your hips level. Yeah. That's how come you don't lose your balance. If your hips are level, you can stand on one leg, hips are level, and then it gets much easier to crane or praying crane. Praying crane. So you come up like this, you breathe in. Breathe out. Bring the foot across again. If you want to just do cat stance, that's fine. You bring the hands across. And you look. You come down with the arms, breathe in. Breathe out. Time each side, so do it 3 times each side. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe. Nice. I really like that one. I like cranes anyway, and I just think that move's wonderful. Really wonderful. Okay. Yellow dragon shows its claws. Yellow dragon shows its claws. So you come up, you breathe in, make a fist, and then you push out, shade from the diagonal, push out with your dragon claws, sink down, and you drop the hands down, breathe in, come up, it's like a circle, breathe out, nice. And one more time. And then we'll do the final movement. So movement number 18, press palms in calmness. So it's another version of press palms in calmness. Come up. So yeah, I think the only ones we're having issues with is the urchin and the fisherman cast the net and fairy.
Yeah.
So that's 3 moves. So the rest are pretty good, I think. Yeah. Any other questions about?
How are they combined?
It's just a sequence. Yeah, they tend to just do it. It's a bit like the Budwunjin. There's no linking between the moves. You just do each move as a separate thing, really. When I've seen them do it on, it's not like when we're doing the form, where it's like a flowing sequence of moves. These are more like individual exercises that they've just chucked in a, right, do that one, do that one, do that one, do it. So it's not, and also there's no stepping like what you get in a form. So, yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's do a little bit of the Tai Chi walking, because we did touch on that in the day retreat, and actually, judging by the weather we've had recently, weren't we lucky?
Yes.
With the weather? I mean, absolutely beautiful sunshine.
Outside.
We were outdoors all day. It didn't make, we were all warm enough. No, I didn't feel cold at all. And then it was horrible the day before, and the day after it was really horrible. And then I think it was either on the Monday or the Tuesday, I got to my car, it was covered in hailstones. Hailstones. I was like, oh, in Ely?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, right. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at the Tai Chi walking. Basic Tai Chi walking, how to walk backwards and how to walk forwards. We'll start with forwards. I'll just do that from the side view. So we start in left cat stance, so just watch. So demonstration, observe. You go heel toe, then you transfer the weight. Then you go back into cat stance, heel toe, transfer the weight. So what you can do is, so we're not all walking in each other's paths, it might be worth going up and down, maybe, up and down, but just do widths. We won't do lengths because it will take too long. We'll just do widths. I'll change the. Actually, I'll change the video. that's it. So I'll change the video. So start with your left foot in cat stance. Start with the left foot in cat stance, and then what you do is just mimic the footsteps in a chair. That will still work your leg muscles. So it all works. So you go heel, toe, transfer the weight. Cat stance. Heel, toe, transfer. I mean, you could use your wheelie thing and just have a wheelie thing and just practice that. That might be a way of practicing it actually. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? 'Cause it's got wheels on it. So, okay, let's start again. Try it out for experimentation purposes. See if it works with wheelie thing. So what we want to do is we want to be nice and tall through the spine. Nice and tall through the spine. Oh, that's not quite in focus. Let me just try and. That's a bit better. It's not. I need a better camera, really. I need to get some.
Yeah, I should be able to.
Heel toe. Heel toe. And then you'll have your. Yeah. So you can imagine you've got a tray of drinks actually, just to give your hand something to do. Imagine you've got a tray of drinks, so hold the drinks that way, it should be that way, wouldn't it? How do you get? Ooh, yes. Oh, you've won.
Consistence.
Yeah.
First person of it, well done.
So that's it. So you want to be right. You've got the gold medal, and then step back. Now you go toe, heel, then transfer the weight. Go into cat stance. Toe, heel, transfer the weight. If you want to relax your arms, you can as well. Cat stance. Toe, heel. Cat stance. Toe, heel. So what you want to do is get the feeling of the foot first, then move your weight. So we're not in a hurry to go backwards. We want to place our foot in the right spot. Then when it's in the right spot, then you move your weight. Have we got to the end yet?
Yeah.
Yes, we have. Excellent. Okay, let me just show you that from the side view. Just relax, everybody. This is very, very useful stuff. So if you work your feet, when you're stepping, you want to really focus on your feet. So I was listening to a talk on the way here, and they were talking about mindful walking, but actually the mindful walking is exactly the same as what we do in the Tai Chi. You focus on your feet, you focus on what you're sensing, so you're not just, oh my feet, and then you want to be aware of the wind, of any sounds you can hear, you want to be aware of what you're feeling, what you're sensing, so it's a whole, it's not just one bit. It's not just one bit. So I'm focused. I'm looking at my spine alignments. They were talking about alignment of the spine. And notice, look, I'm not moving my weight until I know my feet are in exactly the correct spots. And you work that out through feel. So this is why Tai Chi is really good for the brain, you see. So, and then when you're going backwards, I go in, then out, and I put the foot down. Then I'll move. I'm not going to move until I've got my feet in exactly the right spots. And that's the... So you can do the dragon, shows its claws as a walking exercise. Oof. And you come down, breathe up, breathe in. So I can try that. That's going to be a bit tricky with that. You'll just have to imagine it. Or maybe just do one arm and then do the other arm. That might be a way of joining in. See, the thing is, you want to experiment. When you have to adapt it, it means you can be a bit more experimental and a bit more explorative and say, right, how's this actually going to work for me as an individual person? So, I know one of Barry's students had a stroke, so they only really had one side. So they'd do it one side and then they'd lift the arm up and do things with it. and right, now we'll do the other side. And then actually they got a little bit of function back on that. Yeah, just by purely waving the arm around. So, you know, there's all sorts you can do. And it's about finding ways to do a thing rather than, no, I can't do that because I haven't got, yeah, okay. You know. So, we come, breathe in, and we step, and we show our claws. And drop the hands down, bring the foot in. Come up, in a circle, make a fist, breathe in. Step, push forward. Step. So you want to not push too forward. You want to bend in the arm. When you push forward, there's a slight bend in the arm. Then drop the hands, bring the foot in. Breathe in. Make a fist. Breathe out and push. Okay, that's not bad. Have another look at what I'm doing and see what you can. So I'll just do. So I'm not moving too far and my feet are staying flat on the floor. So I only move this when the hands come down, that's when I move them. And they come up, move in. And then I move when I've placed the foot in the right spot. So it's quite similar. I think physios do something similar. They have lots of different ones, but you can.
I actually managed to stand for the first legs down, right.
Brilliant.
Well done.
Brilliant.
Well done.
Not straight, am I? I'm having to balance on these lower back muscles, but at least I'm up.
Yeah. And also, you can't expect, if your body works a certain way, you can't expect it to work in a way it doesn't. And that's like everyone. You have to work out how it. There's a lot of the philosophy behind it. You can read all sorts of stuff, Chuang-Tzu and people like that. There was a story about there was some prince, and then what he did is he went round all the ducks and stretched all their legs, and he went round all the stalks. He went round all the stalks and chopped bits off the end so they'd all be the same size. And it was saying, don't do that. It was about, if you're a stork, be a stork with your big long dangly legs, and that's fine. And if you're a duck, have your waddly legs, and that's fine too. So it was kind of saying about, there's a lot of, it's a bit like Aesop's fables. They have like, you get these equivalents in all different cultures. So there's a whole load of amazing African stories that have the same messages as what you get in Aesop's fables, as what you get and the Greek mythology and all sorts. I've got friends that are storytellers, because I'm a folk singer, so there's a lot of correlation. And then from the martial arts cultures, you get stories behind the movements. So we've got a movement called White Ape of the Fruit, which refers to a story of this white ape who went to steal some peaches for his mum. It's a bit more complicated than that, but it's all, and it's like all these fables and things that kind of tell you. So from this particular philosopher, it was like, don't be what you're not. They've got lots of things, and there's a prince that they find this beautiful seabird, and then the prince gives it the best beef and the best wine, so obviously it dies because it wants to fly and eat fish. So you've got to adapt what we're doing to how you personally work, but keeping the principles. So relaxing, lining up, and the lining up is just a way of connecting through the body. So some people have got really quite exaggerated spine shapes, or they've got one bit higher than the other or whatever. So the alignments won't be it's not like literal, you just have to be realistic how your body works. So, wait, let's try that again. So you come up like this. Now step first, feel the foot, then push. Now bring the foot into cat stance, drop the arms down. And then you breathe in, it comes round in a circle, make a fist, double fist. Step, and then show your claws. I'll show you that from the side. Show the claws. Then it comes down, up, around, double fist, step, and push. Ah, much better. Yeah, great. I think it's time to. Oh gosh. Oh, oops, sorry, we overran. Let's just finish off. I just felt like we were just getting going then. Oh.
Now the time flies when we're having
You know, really good. So let's do Embrace Tiger Return to the Mountain, and then we better pack up and go home. I've got to try and get the place sorted out ASAP because I've got another job later, so I've got to sort someone's back out. So it's quite long. Normally I quite like to stop after this class and have a rest, but it just so happens this was the only day I could do, so against my better judgment.
And she's got to remember to take me home.
And I've got to take Amy home as well, so. Okay, and then rub the hands together. And polish the face. Careful. That always happens, doesn't it? Polish the face. So it's just taking time to work stuff out, giving yourself enough time to work things out. It's very empowering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're just giving yourself enough time to work out what's going on, and then you do it.
Band helps you break free from unclear pricing.
It must have been. She must have stopped her video.
Yeah, there's a man hiding somewhere. That's right, yeah.
Right, I'll just put that back on. No, it's because her video had stopped. My friend said, so then they put the silly adverts on. Okay, here we go. That woke everybody up.
Yeah.
They did.
One more time. And then make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together, and down. Brilliant, well done.
Do you want us to
Fantastic.
move then?
Basically, this room needs to come back to how it was when we found it. Great. Thanks for coming. Bye.